Hello, my name is Derek Afasi. Today's topic we're going to be discussing why do companies get rid of pension plans. The number one thing is basically risk. You have to understand why a company would get away from a pension plan. You have to understand what is a pension plan. Now, back before 1974, basically the implementation of retirement plans, this is what everybody was offered. They understood that when you were working, you would take a percentage of your salary, the company or business entity, whatever it was, would take a percentage of your salary and they would invest it into a vehicle on the back end. This was invested through the company, and they would have certain advisors to make sure that they were in the risk adverse, whatever vehicles, basically allocations that they felt was right to sustain when people were getting ready for retirement. So if you have more people that are younger that are investing into these pension plans, when the older people start to retire, you're using the law of large numbers, then they would start to retire, and that's exactly how you're funding. You're funding their retirement by the new income coming in. So then when those younger people become older, the new people coming in line would start to fund it as well. So you get that with premiums, and then also whatever it's invested in, mutual funds, stocks, bonds, the corporate accounts, the general accounts of the actual company, and that's how they would determine what amount of money would go there. So in a typical pension plan, they would have in their employee benefits, they would say, as long as you work here for 20 years, 25 years, 30 years, you have X amount of years of service, some could be prorated than others, we're going to give you a set amount of money. It could come in the form of a life-only option for you, for a spousal option, for you and your spouse, a joint option. They could give you a lump sum option, different things like that. What happens is it's way too risky. And the reason why 1974 is such an important year was the government and the companies, they said, listen, we understand baby boomers are going to start working. We understand that baby boomers eventually will start retiring. We're not going to have enough people in the workforce, and we don't know if the markets will cooperate. It's too risky for us to guarantee somebody an entire plan. These businesses could go under just by guaranteeing people pension plans rather than just doing their actual jobs and making money for the business itself. So what happened was in 1974, the government came out with a branch of the body called ERISA. And a pension plan was known as a defined benefit plan. They're defining what your benefit is going to be. In 1974, at ERISA, Employer Retirement Income Securities Act, came out and they said, rather than do defined benefit, we're going to throw the risk from the employer and we're going to throw it onto the employee. We're going to make that into a defined contribution plan. So now the employee, he gets to pick exactly what his allocation is going to be. He gets to pick what his mutual funds are going to be. We'll give them the options. This hence a 401k, a 403b. When they started coming out, these were qualified plans, meaning through the IRS. The IRS was all happy for it because they said, okay, we'll give them an incentive to contribute into these plans. They'll get a tax deduction now. Whatever their plans grow to or decrease by, whatever it is, when they're ready to start retirement, they're going to have to pay full taxes on that money. So it went from a defined benefit to a defined contribution, and hence, in 1974, this was first implemented. From 1980 to 2000, we had the largest growth in the market. It was 1,000% growth in the market. You had all these baby boomers that were now, rather than just having institutions invest into the market, you had all this influx of baby boomers that are now investing their own money into the market. They're taking on their own risk. And that's what happened was everybody was thinking that the market cannot lose, and we've seen too many crashes these past 12 years. We've seen a bearish market. And now the baby boomer generation, 10,000 baby boomers are retiring every single day. Every single day. So rather than putting money into the market like it was, now with the markets as volatile as they are, you're taking money out of the market as well. So it's obviously a huge mess that everyone has seen, but this is generally the whole reason why companies got rid of pension plans was because of the risk factor. They did not want to take on the risk, and they wanted to put the risk on the actual employees. And some of the employees that understood that they were, financial savvy, and they understood markets, they were market savvy. They were able to at least see some trends, but ultimately in 2008, that's why everyone got hurt so bad. Please visit our website.